King Kohli is back. Virat, VI, rapid antigen test, as per our discussion before. The bloke hadn't scored 100 in any format of the game for the last 3 years.
I thought he got one 6 months ago.
He did get one in the T20 World Cup.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yes.
Monks, you got that? And then hasn't scored a test ton.
Yeah, still not a test ton, but he's got
for quite some time. But he has some white ball form in the last few matches. Is Virat back?
Let's hope not.
Right in time for us to go over there.
Yeah.
For Australian cricket.
Again, a different format, but you'd be a bit worried that Kohli is starting to hit his straps again.
I saw this week he's about to go top 4 in ODI runs, and the other blokes ahead of him, Tendulkar, Ponting, Sangakkara, and Jawardena, I believe, have all played like 100 more games.
Yeah.
So to consider that this bloke has essentially not been in great form in any format over the last 3 years, and he's going to usurp some of those blokes, it's a crazy thing to think.
Oh, definitely. He's a unreal talent. There's no doubt about that. He's had a bit of a lean period, especially in the Test arena. But even though he had his white ball form, even though he hadn't really turned up that much, he's had a bunch of 50s. Like, he's still been having good starts and hitting good scores. I remember there's a bunch of 70s that he's scored in various series. So I'm not concerned at all. Some interesting news today was he and Rohit were left out of the T20 squad, but
to play New Zealand upcoming.
Yeah, and I think that probably is more to do with the fact there's a Test series coming up and less about their ability. There's more important things to be doing than playing a nothing T20 series against New Zealand.
And it comes down to their depth as well in T20 cricket. They can probably play their Rezzies, their Magoos, and go out and beat 9 out of 10 teams that come against them, especially on their home soil.
Mm-hmm, definitely. So not too worried. I think it was a bit to do about nothing in that story. I think it's more like 2-year-old veterans. Just give them a bit of rest before they have to play the big series that is against Australia.
It's much ado about nothing is a Shakespearean play. The movie, I believe, Kenneth Branagh of red-headed Shakespearean actor. Yeah. Anyways, tangents. Looking at their last few years, what's there, 9 or 10 50s before he got that 100 a couple of weeks ago?
For tests?
No. Well, in the ODI.
In the ODI
arena.
If I go back to the ODIs, so he's got a handful there. What's that? 4, 8, 10.
Yeah,
10
above 50s before his 2 centuries.
So if you look at the kind of the periods there, that's probably his difference. Is his conversion rate kind of turned down? Like most of those 50s in the years past, he was converting into hundreds, whereas.
Look at those blue skyscrapers between 2016 and 2019. That is downtown Manhattan right there.
Exactly. And you look how many 50s are in that range. There isn't that many because he just turned them all into hundreds. So, he's an impressive talent. There's no doubt about that.
Turns out Virat Kohli is pretty good at cricket again.
Shock.
Yeah.
Right before we play him in Test matches.
Yes.